Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take, a bunch of source material, articles, notes, research, and really dig in to find the key insights for you.
Exactly. And today, we're looking at something pretty amazing. The universe inside our own bodies.
Right, inside us. We've got some excerpts, a related article too, all about truly seeing inside human cells.
Yeah. So our mission, if you like, for this dive is to try and grasp this, well, incredibly detailed inner world. The world that makes you up.
Okay, let's get into it. The first thing that really jumps out is the creation of what the source calls the most detailed image of a human cell the world has ever seen.
Mm-hmm. And it's definitely not your average textbook picture. Forget those boring diagrams.
No kidding. They actually refer to the creators as scientist artists. I
Yeah.
found that term really evocative.
They too. It signals it's not just, dry data. It's science combined with, well, artistic vision to make it understandable, almost beautiful.
It really paints a picture. The source material talks about this feeling like you're shrinking down like thousands of times smaller than a hair.
And just tumbling into this whole other reality.
Yeah. And the contrast with those diagrams we all remember from school, it's just night and day.
This is where it gets really vivid. The descriptions, they feel less like standard biology and more like something from science fiction.
Totally. I
That's
mean,
what-
listen to how they describe mitochondria, not just the powerhouse.
Right, forget that.
It says they look like moving energy factories with actual internal lights, fiber pillars,
Yep.
even swirling sci-fi mechanisms inside.
Lights inside a tiny mitochondria. It completely remakes your mental image.
Exactly. And the ribosomes, what about those?
Ah, yeah. They're described as being scattered everywhere, sort of like tiny satellites orbiting a space station. You get a sense of movement, of function.
And the edge of the cell, the membrane, it's not just a wall.
No, the source calls it a plasma barrier. Like
Yeah.
it's actively, constantly filtering things, tiny life forms. It's dynamic.
Almost like a planet's atmosphere, a shield or something.
Oh, kind of, yeah. And the really mind-bending part is remembering that this level of detail, this constant activity, it's happening inside you right now.
In your skin, your eyes, your heart.
Everywhere. It's this nanoscale universe. The article even compares its complexity to a whole galaxy, which is just wow.
Makes you look at your own hand differently, doesn't it? So how did they even get this view?
Well, the material mentions the technologies. It's a combination, really. Data from MRI, cryo-EM, molecular scanning.
And get this, it lists the dreams of fantasy artists right alongside the tech.
Ah, yeah. Which speaks again to that blend, right? High-tech data collection like cryo-EM, which lets you see structures down to the atomic level. There's actually a piece from Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center that goes into the science of cryo-EM.
Okay, so real hardcore science underpinning it.
Definitely. But then you need that artistic interpretation to translate the complexity into something we can actually visualize, something relatable, almost poetic, like you said.
So putting it all together, seeing ourselves this way, what's the big takeaway? It really drives home this idea of a whole bustling universe inside every one of us.
It absolutely shifts your perspective on scale, I think. We think of the outside world, space, as immense.
But the source material leaves us with this really provocative final thought.
Yeah, it suggests that maybe, just maybe, the world inside us is even larger than the world outside.
Depending on, and I love this quote, how deep you dare to look.
Definitely something to ponder.
A powerful thought to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.